All right, you are not going to believe this story. We're talking about an assassination, bizarre internet memes, and a giant tech company basically calling a governor a liar. It is wild. So picture this, a major assassination plot, all cooked up on Discord. I mean, the gaming app. At least that's what they said happened.
Okay, before we get into the he said, she said, you know the drill. Smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out when we untangle crazy stories like this one.
So first up, let's look at the official story. This is the version of events that law enforcement put out there for everyone.
The whole thing kicks off with a really tragic event. The political commentator Charlie Kirk was shot and killed during a speech at Utah Valley University. I mean, just a huge, shocking news story.
And it didn't take long for the authorities to find their guy. They arrested a 22-year-old named Tyler Robinson. Case closed, right? Well, not so fast.
And this is where the whole Discord angle comes in. The governor of Utah, Spencer Cox, gets in front of the cameras and says, look, the suspect's roommate showed us the Discord messages. He says they detailed the whole plan, grabbing a rifle from a drop point, everything. It sounded like a slam dunk.
But just when you think you've got it all figured out, the company at the very heart of the story, Discord itself, steps into the chat and basically says, no. Yeah, Discord basically came out and was like, hold on a second. What you're saying is not what happened at all.
Okay, let's break this down, because this is the core of the whole dispute. The governor claims the entire murder was planned out on Discord, but Discord comes back and says, nope, those messages literally do not exist on our platform. Then the governor says the roommate showed the cops the Discord messages. But Discord says, actually, what they showed them were text messages from the roommate talking about a physical note he found. See the difference? The whole Discord plot might have just been one giant game of telephone. So, if the whole Discord story is falling apart, what evidence is actually real? Well, this is where the story goes from confusing to just plain bizarre.
You heard that right. The shooter apparently took the time to engrave messages on the bullet casings. And oh my God, what they say is it's a real trip inside the mind of someone who spends way too much time online.
First up, you've got, hey, fascists, catch. Pretty direct, right? Then it gets a little more political. We have Bella Ciao, which, is that super famous Italian anti-fascist song. And then, out of nowhere, things take a very, internet turn with a popular furry meme phrase. I'm not even kidding. And the final message, the grand finale, is straight out of a middle school yearbook. If you read this, you're gay, LMAO. I mean, what? It's this absolutely wild mix of deadly seriousness and just complete internet troll logic. So, let's recap. We've got a governor saying one thing, a massive tech company saying you're wrong, and bullet casings that read like a meme page. So what on earth is the truth here? And, it turns out this whole Discord mess isn't the only point of confusion. The entire investigation has been kind of chaotic.
I mean, check this out. The FBI gets on social media and announces they caught the guy, only to have to release him because he was totally innocent. Awkward. And this all happened just a few weeks after the head of that same FBI office got fired. It really doesn't paint a picture of a smooth, well-oiled machine, does it?
So it all comes down to this, right? You have the official story from the people in charge, and then you have this other reality being presented by a tech company and the weird physical evidence. Who are you supposed to believe?
So what do you think is going on? Was it just a huge misunderstanding by the authorities, or is there something else at play? I gotta know your theories. Drop them in the comments.
And there you have it, the absolutely bonkers story of the Discord dispute. If you thought that was a wild ride, please do me a favor and hit that like button. And make sure you're subscribed so we can break down more stories just like this one. Thanks for hanging out.